Well, good morning, everybody. And my little squirrel friend up there waiting to come down and eat his food I give him every morning. How's everybody doing? Middle of March. We're in for 3 nice days, plus 10. So I'm taking advantage and trying to do a little bit of cleanup. Winter plays havoc, hell, on this during the winter. And I got so many things on the go right now. I bought another RV. I'm clearing some space here so I can put up the small tent. I haven't got around to that yet. I got a small tent there, and then I got the big garage, and it's gonna go somewhere over there. So anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to clean up all the blowing around stuff and this and that. I haven't done a whole lot yet. Mostly there right now. I'm gonna do the fucking fluffy butt condo. That has to be cleaned. You gotta watch where you're walking because everything's ice. You fucking ass over tea kettle in a second. But yeah, that's what I started on this morning. See, I use the deep bed method for all winter long. Keeps them warm in here and stuff. But when I clean it, I give it a good going over with diatomaceous earth. DE, we call it. And that's that in that bag there. And yeah, it promotes laying. Just started to lay already. I already got, I don't know, 8 or 9 eggs there now. But when I snow cleared, I pushed most of the snow into the pond. So hopefully we'll have a nice healthy pond start this year. Yeah, this RV, I gotta just get off this ice, man. It's fucking sketching me out. I'm trying to make a video and worrying about falling at the same time. So basically, I'm going to clean up a lot, open up this yard a lot. Going to move this greenhouse, going to put it back here. Going to do a lot more planting this year. I want a lot more stuff in the ground. World's going to hell in a handbasket, especially in the Middle East right now. But you know yourself, like I do, it's all a fucking show, right? Anybody that's on stage or in front of the camera, it's all for show. But what I bought is a Glendale titanium. Yeah, it's been sitting in like a tree line, so it needs a good cleaning. But it's in way better shape than my old one, and it's only got one slide. But of course, it's got the awning and everything. It's all intact. This is a nice RV. This is way nicer than my other one. It's just a little dirty. But yeah, this RV is way nicer than my other one. Plus, I got a set of stairs and stuff that come with it, and a 5th wheel brace. And I'll be getting that when he decides to deliver it. But for the most part, it's a nice RV. It's 33 feet. It's 33 feet from end to end, and then 33 feet from end to end. Well, I don't know why I didn't close that. There we go. So it's 33 feet end to end, 28 feet of living space, all kinds of cabinetry, all kinds of windows. Everything in it works. It's a quite nice RV. It's got all the systems. And this is the master bedroom. It's got a couple windows, end tables, a couple of stairs, storage underneath, I guess. And then each side's got, you got your own cabinet. Each side's got its own cabinet. And it's got, air conditioning and everything in here. And it's all yeah. And it comes with the shower. It's got the door stopper there. I can't really show you, but yeah, it's a shower. And it's got a nice bathroom, nice vanities. Looking down at it, it's a nice thing. I think what we're gonna do is we'll probably move into this for the summer. We're gonna probably live in this for the summer. And then it'll give me a chance to clean out the cabin and and finish that. But anyway, the price was right on this. You know what I mean? I got it for a song. And of course, this is a Canadian built trailer. This is Glendale. This is made in Ontario. And one thing I can say, they're well insulated. Comes with outdoor speakers and stuff like that. Outdoor shower, lots of plugs. I got like 2 or 3 plugs around this thing outside. Of course, it's a 5th wheel. That's why you get 5th wheels come pretty cheap. You can get them cheaper, right? But you know, on this one, everything's intact. Everything's well made, and everything works. So, you know, I paid pretty much double for this than I did for my one I just gave away. My old one I had here, I gave it away. There was a homeless family, and he got a job with a friend of mine, a farmer friend, and well, of course, my farmer friend knows that, you know, I live off grid and what have you, and he asked me if I knew of any way that we could figure out how to keep these people put up or whatever, right? So anyway, I said, okay, well, I'll tell you what. You send him up there, and you send him up here, and you tell him, you know, pack up the trailer, put in the slides, get all the skirting and everything off it. He does all the work, and he can have it for free. So that's what I did. He came up, packed everything up in it. Took them 3 hours to, you know, to get the RV road ready, and yeah, they hooked it up and hauled it away. So that's that. So basically, I've used the old dinosaur here to do my snow clearing this year for the big stuff, most part, pushing that, making room for the RV. I had all, this was all full of snow, right? So I fired up the dinosaur here, and I just plowed everything. I made all kinds of room, but I'm gonna move that coop now, right? And because RV's gonna stay there. This RV's not gonna move anymore. At one point in time, it was a rental. It's a 2003 Glendale Titanium, and of course, it's got the big rack on the back and stuff like that. That's all extra stuff, right? Because it was a rental, but it was kept up, you know, physically maintained well for, you know, for what it was, because it was a rental. So anyway, I bought it from a friend of mine. You know, he got up to his neck, and you know, he just bought land and bought a house, and like he built his house. So, you know, he's up per month there, right, for cost of living, and well, he's starting to liquidate some stuff, so I couldn't see him go without, or lose his house or anything like that there. So anyway, I bought the RV. I didn't really fucking need it, but I bought it because the price was good, and it was my friend. He's one of my best friends here, and he needed the help. So here it be. I'm gonna cut all these trees here just to the right of it there, so I can have out my awning and stuff like that there. And I'm gonna move all this shit now. I'm gonna clean all this shit up, and this side of the yard is gonna be all growth, all whatever. This year, I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna open up all this front, and that's gonna give like a front yard and living space, I guess. And basically, I'm moving everything, you know, that I don't want to stay from over there to over here, because this is the part of the yard that's in transition, right? As you can still by the mounds of wood and everything's still there. It takes a long time, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's very costly. It takes a long time to clear all this woods. It takes a long time to clean the stumps. It takes a long time to make the land dry and high, right? So that means you got to bring in material. You got to have a machine. You got to, you know, shit costs money, right? And if I was to put this all in perspective, I pay a lot more to live like this. I pay a lot more to live like this than pretty much anybody would pay in town, right? I mean, if we lived in town, I wouldn't be spending all the time like I do here. Here, it's consistent, right? So everything that you bring into the woods, you got the damp conditions and this and that to deal with if you don't have a lot of open land. You have all your infrastructure stuff, right? It only lasts so long. You got to replace everything all the fucking time. I'm always replacing generators. I'm always replacing fucking hoses and shit that sits out. And I'm always replacing, different things. Your vehicles, right? I'm on a dirt road, so fuck on this thing here. I just put $1,000 in it. Like I just dropped $1,000 on this fucking Jeep. Like right now, I had to put 2 rear wheel bearings and 2 flex pipes. This is the upper horsepower Jeep, so it's got 2 flex pipes. It's got dual exhaust, like. So anyway, I put 2 flex pipes on it and 2 real wheel bearings. That's $1,000, right? It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a fucking lot, right? Especially when you're fucking bleeding money consistently. I'm always bleeding. I bleed money here, even though it doesn't look like it. The gas that I burn, the machines that I run, the equipment that I run, like generators, summertime saws, pole saw, weed whackers, lawnmowers, snow blowers, wood splitter, now it'll be ATV, and a pair of vehicles, and a fucking dinosaur here, and as long as shit doesn't let you down, it's a good day. But as time goes on, man, I'll tell you what, this is my 7th year, right? From 2018, from October 2018 till now, right? It's my 7th year. So, and I fucking learn, right? I learn by my mistakes, and I learn by, what my costs are, and I learn what I can do, and I understand what I can do and how much I can do in a year, because it's so expensive. Okay, I don't care. You can't even fathom to put a dollar amount of what I got in here already. I don't even know, like, into this whole property, right? So I don't know. I stopped counting a while back, right? Just because it got me all up my nerves, right? I calculated everything I had just on this property, just on my main yard, and I calculated $85,000. Okay, so that's where I'm at. Okay, so and when you look around, it fucking doesn't look like it, right? I still got fucking garbage everywhere. I still got shit going on, and I'm still fixing this. I'm still fixing that, and anyway, I'm looking forward to getting in my little storage, which will be over here, and then I'll be looking forward to get the big garage up here, right? It's 24 feet long and 10 feet high, so that'll fit that machine easy, and that was the plan, so I can restore this, because I'm not going to be doing too much more with this when I get the land and everything the way I want it for, my final touches. I'm going to sell this because it's still worth a lot of money, and whatever, it's paid for. It doesn't owe me nothing, but I'm going to make sure I get top dollar. So I'll put new seats, I'll put new paint, I'll put new sticker packages, I'll identify the machine properly. I'm not going to put it back to its original color because it's fucking ugly. That burgundy or whatever the hell they painted these back in the day is fucking ugly. But anyway, neither here nor there. I'm going to finish fucking doing the fluffy butt condo. I'm going to probably move this, put it over there or something, get it out of the way. Anyway, I was in a hurry because this RV was coming, and I had all this fucking snow to move. So I did it. And, as far as anything else goes, I got the outbuilding to finish, right? So that'll get done the same time as this. I'm going to get the power system and hook it up to the RV, so I'm not running a generator all the time, because I got 1,000 watts of power that I can dump into those batteries into that thing, and I'll never have to turn the generator on. But right now I'm storing a buddy's 2 showers and shit in there. I got You know, that was my son's and his girlfriend's bedroom when they were here. But now it's just full of stuff. And everything's just full of stuff. That's the problem. I have nowhere to put anything right at the moment, right? So now when I start, you know, I'm going to move into the camper for the summer. We're going to stay in the camper for the summer. And we're gonna finish this and finish that. And then that will be that'll be for guests. I don't know, but I own it now, so the question is, how much use is it going to get? It's not going to go anywhere. I mean, it's licensed and everything, but I'm not going to take it anywhere. I don't even have a truck to pull the fifth wheel, so you know what I mean? I got a bumper hitch. This vehicle here, I don't know how much it can tow, but I'm sure it can't tow that. I'm sure it's not rated for 10,000 pounds. But anyway, you know, that RV is probably 9,000 pounds. And like I said, Canadian built, well insulated, well built. For the price I paid, I can't bitch, right? So I'm not gonna. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this all cleaned up. I don't know. I might even move this apple tree and move it over there. But it lines up with the pear tree here, so in a clean line. But what happens is when it's going to grow, it's going to obstruct the view of this cabin and stuff, and it's going to look like too much of a tree for being in front of there. So I might move it while it's still small. And of course, the grapes and stuff are going to get fixed up. That greenhouse is going to go, and all that square that's in that greenhouse right there, that's going to be a garden bed. And then I'm going to start deciding where I'm going to put more trees, because I want more trees, right? I got 3 pear, 3 apple, a plum, and I got lots of grapes, blueberries, raspberries. I got all kinds of that stuff. I don't even care about all that. That's all raspberries back there. There's so much raspberries grow back there, it's ridiculous. You know, blueberries, cherries, grapes. You know, I got all that stuff. I want to get some other stuff. I don't know what yet, but it's gonna come to me. But anyway, I gotta finish cleaning that fucking coop and clean up some more of the yard. And my little squirrel buddy's coming back. He wants some food, because I feed every freaking animal in the neighborhood here. I mean, there's 3 squirrels. But I'll tell you what, if you live like this, do not keep your fucking feed in an outbuilding, especially an expensive one like this. Because look at these little pricks. Look at the damage. Chewing my fucking door because I had feed in there, trying to get in. Right? Look at the fucking damage. That whole trim on the front of the door, that trim on the front of the door, and the trim all the way around the fucking doorway, all has to be replaced because of the fucking squirrel, right? And of course, we still got the gazebo to put up this year again and stuff. But the power system is going to go to that, and I'm going to probably switch to lithium-ion batteries, big ones, right? Have 2 of them in there, you know, 400 amp hour each. Have 800 amp hours or something like that, you know, at least 300 each. So I have 600 amp hours and then 1,000 watts going in all the time. Or not all the time, but when there's no sun, there's usually wind. It's always windy here. So the turbine will always spin. So that's 400 watts all the time, guaranteed. And we don't use that, you know what I mean? Because even in the cabin here, even with the mini fridge, hi buddy, he was hanging out with Daddy. He wants to eat some food. So even with the mini fridge and the lights, I'm burning about 75, 76 watts maximum. That's not even 100 watts. Okay, but when we go in there, we're gonna run that fridge off propane. That's gonna run on the propane. I might run it on the electric. I don't know. It depends on how my power system reacts. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll let you know how that goes. But in the meantime, I got to get back to work. You have an all-day, great day, and I'll catch you on the next video, people. Enjoy your March and enjoy your spring thaw. All right? Take care.